Hi there everyone, Gamer Ninja here, and lately I've sort of been uploading videos, and thank you for all the support on it, I really do appreciate it. But, I was just at a game shop, and I was playing with this kid, and I said to him, do you play by, I was playing Pokemon, black and white, just black and white, not X or Y. And I said, oh, do you want to play by Smoggin rules? And he just flipped out at me for no good reason. And he said, oh, you must be a tryhard and all that stuff. And I'm going, and I just sort of said, we don't have to play by Smoggin rules. And this whole thing just sort of made me remember that Pokemon is a game. And people play it different ways. I play it through Smoggin rules. I play it to have fun. I play it competitively. I play it because I have fun to playing competitively. And I feel that Smoggin's rules have some of the best uh, justifications behind them. Like Sleep Clause and Freeze Clause and Evasion Clause, and even if I don't necessarily agree with all of their decisions, like the banning of like when they sent Salmons to Ubers in Gen 4. It was a strong Pokemon, but it still had to compete with Garchomp, and it had its checks. But that's another topic, neither here nor there. I may not agree with everything that Smoggin does, but I agree with the vast majority of what it does. I also think that the Smoggin community, on a whole, gets a lot of unjustified flack just because they play by these rules. I mean, just because our community deemed that Mega Blaziken with speed boost was dumb OP, we're not trying to force it on anyone. I mean, okay, generalization statements are never 100% true. I personally will never force a person to play by Smoggin rules. If you want to bring in Mewtwo and all that stuff, then fine, I'll start bringing in my stuff that's considered uber or overpowered by Smoggin standards, and I will play you that way. I won't ridicule you for it. I won't make fun of you for it. I won't disrespect the fact that you don't play by the rules that I feel are the best. I mean, that's fine. It's more that people immediately assume that Smoggin is trying to be a dictator about Pokemon. And really they're just saying we feel that these are the rule. These are rules that could be used. You don't have to play by these rules, but these are what we feel balance the game out the most. And for the most part, few exceptions may apply. They are pretty much correct. Pokemon that are in the OU tier tend to be some of the more popular slash stronger Pokemon. And UU are weaker and all that fun stuff. It's a great way to figure out, if you're going into the competitive scene, what Pokemon you will probably see the most. Because most competitive battlers play by Smoggin's rules. Now, Nintendo doesn't endorse it. And VCG rules are a bit different. For one, they're double battles, and Smoggin tends to focus on single battles, which is fine. Uh, I personally really want to get into double battles. They look like a lot of fun. But if you're a Smoggin user, then there's no reason to get upset if someone A doesn't want to play by Smoggin rules, or B doesn't know about Smoggin rules. There's absolutely no reason to get upset about that. Uh, Generally speaking, if they don't know about Smoggin, they probably don't know many of the finer mechanics of the game, like EV training or pivot switching or whatever. So you could probably still play your OU team against their team of legendaries and stand a fairly decent chance against winning. But it the reverse is also true. Just because someone doesn't know Smoggin rules doesn't make them a bad battler. I've run into many people who just said, "What is Smoggin?" And I explained what it is. And they said, "Oh, that's cool. I don't play by those rules, so let's have a battle." I said, "Okay, I'll just bring whatever." And I got my ass stomped, not because they brought Darkrai or whatever. They blatantly did better than me, and that's fine. I guess the point that I'm really trying to make here is Smoggin is just a community. It doesn't deserve all the flack it gets. I am a part of the community, so I might be a bit biased, so take my word for what it will. Uh, but there's no reason to blow up at someone when they say, "Oh, I play Smoggin rules. Do you want to play by Smoggin rules?" Not. And I bear in mind, I did not say, "Oh, we're gonna battle OU tier. Let's go." Oh, you don't know what Smoggin is? Too bad. You're a scrub. He really was a scrub, though. Really, he was. But that's beside the point. Um, that's not horrible not to know what Smoggin is. And you shouldn't judge a person based off of whether or not they follow Smoggin or not. That has nothing to do with their ability to play the game. It has nothing to do with their level of skill. It has nothing to do with whether they're a good or bad person. Not all Smogginites are tyrants, believe it or not. Anyway, another thing that I often get, even among my friends, although they know it's pretty cool. I basically accepted this. Is that, "Oh, you EV train, you're a tryhard." Yeah, I like winning. I like customizing my things. If you like character customization, doesn't everybody try to sort of have fun with it? Just because you EV train doesn't mean that you immediately try to make the most broken thing on the face of the planet. I've made choice specs Jellicent and had a lot of fun with it. I've made what was it? Uh, uh, choice specs Slowbro. That was it. Slowbro, and I had a lot of fun with that. And I have also done a lot of wacky EV spreads. Now, and when a player says that they EV train, that shouldn't immediately mean that they try hard. That could just mean, especially in my case, that I just like to customize my Pokemon. Yes, that also means that I have a team that is completely and utterly optimized to use the stats the way I think that they should use them. Like max speed on Lucario, max attack on Lucario, forward and HP, or special defense, your choice. But that doesn't mean that we can't have fun with our EV spreads. I mean, look at Charizard. I believe it's X. Yeah, whichever one is the blue with the Dragon Fire type. There, for the longest time, people were just maxing attack and speed, and then somebody said, "Hey, let's make a bulky set." And it's now one of the more popular sets on Pokemon Showdown. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't judge a person based off of what they follow or what they do. Judge a person's skill or their gaming personality off of how they actually play. If they're a total asshole throughout the entire battle, then feel free to call them an asshole, but don't immediately say, "Oh, you're an asshole because you EV train." Because, yeah, we EV train, but who cares? We have fun doing it. Well, mostly. Especially now in I'm sorry. It wasn't fun in 4th and 3rd gen. It is enjoyable in 6th gen now because of how easy it is to EV train, IV breed, and all that stuff. I'm actually starting to get into IV breeding. I had no idea how anyone ever had the patience for it in any generation other than 6th. You have my respect if you actually went through all that. But it also, again, there's not a whole lot else to say about this topic, but don't flip out just because someone follows Smoggin. Don't flip out if they EV train / IV breed / search out for the best nature, or they're looking for a certain nature. People take the game at all different levels of seriousness. I take Pokemon moderately seriously. I like having fun and I like to win. That's why I play. And I think I'm a pretty decent battler. So, but if you just want to play casually, then go right ahead. I'll happily battle you anytime, and I'll even won't pull out my. If you say I don't know what EV training is, then I'm not gonna pull out my perfect IV, perfect EV trained Pokemon. I'll have fun with whatever I want to play. I'll even bring in some Pokemon that might not be the greatest matchup for yours, but I might pull out some wacky EV spreads so that you're caught off guard by it, and we just have fun with it. So yeah, there's no reason to be upset just because someone EV trains. That just means they like to customize and probably like to win. Don't we all like to win? Anyway, guys, that's this rant for today. It went a bit rambly, so I apologize for that, but this has been something that sort of bugged me for a bit. So thank you for listening. Leave a comment in the comment section. Got it right this time. And let me know what you think about Smogon, about EV training, IV training, breeding, whatever. So, hope you're doing alright. Gamer Ninja signing out.